Hello. So we are back at this once more. Yeah. Okay. Maybe you noticed me doing something strange in the previous episode, just running around somewhere. Well, basically that was an email that did not trigger, which is slightly disconcerting. But I honestly don't think it was all that important. I mean, I could check, of course. Yeah. Okay, that means I do not have the decoder. Okay, so yeah, that is an email I may have missed for some reason. Let's see, what can I do here? Well, hey, I did remember you could do that at this point in the game, but, well, why shouldn't you be able to? Now, I think, that is to say, I am not sure. Oh, that these items will respawn. And yeah, the thing I just noticed was that the disarm key that we picked up before, that was reused back on the console that extended the bridges. So, sorry. Yeah, so, right. We are good, we are sitting pretty, and I might even know what I'm doing for a change. Spirit. Oh, didn't I just buy one of these? Well, I guess that was a grand old waste of time then. Okay. Yeah, I hope you're not playing like side by side with me here, in case, well, in that case you will have wasted 400 monies, whatever the currency happens to be. Okay, if we can just get back to the Cosmos simulator, we will be able to get that thingy from the beginning of the game. How nice. Thank you again. Yeah, so scattering items like that, it seems to be a relatively recent thing. I mean, well, actually no games I can name off the top of my head. I mean, you kind of pick things up sequentially. That is, say, you start with secret thingy number 1, you get the key to secret thingy number 1. Well, yeah, you don't have to hike all over the space, I mean, all over the game world to get, well, yeah, I mean, to get the key to, well, to the first secret you find. But well, whatever. I don't want to meet. I'm really not complaining. It's just well, it makes things more complicated. So okay, was there anything? Nope. I had no business going in there. Of course, could have said as much myself. Ah, the catapult. I don't know if you managed to read it while it was flashing past like that. But this is the hangar deck of the Elsa. Twist to this. No, okay, yeah, this is the catapult deck. I'm sorry, not the hangar. They are different things altogether. New upgrade, that's nice. What am I doing? Oh, nothing. I'm just running around with plates of curry, blasting things. And trying to find the commander, I suppose. Oh, really? Do you really think that's a good idea to tell Xion? Didn't think so. Oh well. Well, now that we have a moment of relative peace, there is actually one more thing about Nietzsche that is probably a good idea to mention. Well, and you see that little dash-like textured thingy right beside Xion's right shoulder, there, or right behind the curry, as it were. You can press that at a certain point in the game, just not now. Now, the thing I was planning to talk about, and squirrel, is this concept of the Superman, according to Nietzsche. If you read his books, you'll see. Well, I mean, yeah, if you have what's it called? One of them tablet computers or a mobile phone with a or an e-book, right? Connected to a library where you can download free classics, you may find some of Nietzsche's books lying around. I know I found both Beyond Good and Evil and Also Sprach Zarathustra through my smartphone. I forget which library exactly it was, but still. I failed to read the Beyond Good and Evil book, by the way, because the translation and editing work was just so bad. It was missing comma signs, and I think they even cut out a few words here and there, or I mean, lost them in translation. Let's see. Oh, right, I didn't have to buy all the fiber suits I just bought, did I? Well. Okay, so the concept of the Superman. Let's just concentrate on that. Basically, Nietzsche denounced the whole concept of a monotheistic, omnipotent God, as famously Islam and Christianity has. I'm not quite sure about Sikhism, and well, Hinduism, of course, that's a polytheistic thing, and Buddhism doesn't do gods altogether. However, there is the concept of the Superman in Nietzsche's works, and well, I'll try not to sort of go into too many details, which I easily could, because I'm like that. But essentially, it ties into Chaos's philosophy, that some people are, well, maybe we should call it more important, or more kind of special than, or well, more unique than others. Well, basic. No, I think I botched that. Well, anyway, the point is that some people can, go beyond being human, be something. Well, I don't want to call it better necessarily, but something bigger. And this is really, really Well, it's an important thing to consider while you're playing this game or watching this playthrough, whatever. Because if you read behind the lines, every last one of your party members could be a Nietzschean Superman. There are some other creepy persons that we meet, including, for example, that Mr. White, that scary guy that I unceremoniously beat into the ground, that I labeled Mr. Scary Guy. He's not a true Superman material, so he's a sort of, well, call it pretender, if you want to call it anything. Did I buy that, by the way? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. So yeah, Superman. It's important to remember. Be aware of, keep in mind, and it's a thing in this game, and it's I can honestly not say for sure if it was meant that way by the developers, but I feel it is really very subtly integrated into the game world, and hey, I'm all for it. Well, I mean, not the concept of the Superman, but integrating it so subtly as they arguably did. Okay, yeah, I was reading something else that I was supposed to be reading. I was looking at the price and thought that meant the quantity. Well, I mean in the stock column, and yeah, don't do that. Really don't do that. Okay, so that's how it works. Yeah, I've played this game before, I promise. Oh shit. Okay. Buy now. New for this shop is you can buy weapons for your 8 units. Do that. You most definitely should. The beam pod. That's going to be handy. That's a missile pod that will not be as handy. Okay, we have those. I wonder if I should actually cut these out. And you'll notice that I buy 2 of these things. And if you see on the bottom bar, there is this double act. I'm not sure I will get to show you exactly, so I will explain it instead. It means that if you carry 2 of the same weapons, one in the right hand, one in the left, you can, use them as a combo. You will have to guard first, so you get full 6 AP, and then you just let it rip. And then you get, and then you just press the circle button and you attack with both weapons at the same time, expending ammo from only one of the guns if you use one of those, or any other equipment that has ammo. You don't spend any money of these, by the way. Yeah. The resulting damage is, I think, a little more than double of the constituent pieces of weapons or something. I can usually do worse, just not now. Okay, so let's set Xian up with swords for now. From Vector Industries. And instead of the missile pod, let's see, a beam pod. Okay. Yeah, there are weapons that you cannot use double act with. They will be labeled with that. Well, I mean, when you view their the weapon properties, you will not see the double act property kind of thing. Yeah, I guess that's all I can say about that. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Man is still not down here. This is actually the hangar. And we are going to be back here, rest assured. Let's just take it nice and easy and just look around. Or, oh hey, item. I did not remember that. Coat beam. That. I'm trying to think of a good use for it. Rest assured, we will not see a use for it in the immediate future. But there will of course be times when you will want to have it. Okay, so now we are ready for the next batch of cutscenes. And that is up the elevator up there to the left. Run, 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 run. And the food is still not cold. Not that Commander Cherenkov would care. Mr. Trader person or something. Double agent.
You?
Oh, I didn't see you in your room. I thought you might be a little hungry. What were you doing?
I was looking at her.
At Cosmos? With a gun in your hand?
Oh, it's a bad habit.
I see. Well, you are a soldier after all. I know someone with a habit like that. He's always carrying a sword around with a weird grin plastered on his face. Don't you think that's dangerous?
Yeah. That's definitely dangerous. So this is the android that can take on the Gnosis. She sure doesn't look like it.
Yeah. But regardless of what she looks like, she's still a weapon.
I suppose you're right. Before we left the Woglinde, what was his name? Lieutenant Virgil? He was killed by this android's battle algorithm, wasn't he? I'm not trying to blame you. Logic, reason, they can bring about death. Happens all the time.
I never thought she would ever do something like that.
You programmed her basic logic architecture, right?
Yes, pretty much. I always thought of her like a daughter, or more like a friend, maybe. But
I see. Well, I doubt we could have saved the lieutenant from that situation anyway.
thanks for trying to cheer me up. I noticed you eat very neatly.
Hmm? That's part of who I am. At least now, that is.
So, what were you doing on the Woglinde?
Why do you ask?
Just wondering. You somehow seemed different from the other crew members.
The Woglinde task force was assembled hastily. Besides, I'm a soldier. I'll go to where I'm assigned.
Soldier?
Well, looks like we've lost them.
Yeah, thanks to your linking directly to the main controls.
You're welcome. Oh, I just received a UMN pulse. Preparing to long-distance jump to the Federation capital of 5th Jerusalem.
Momo, we're not going back to the subcommittee headquarters.
What? Why not?
I was told to escort you to the autonomous government of 2nd Miltia. I'm sorry. Those were my orders.
All right. Now setting course for Miltian star system.
I've received word that the 100 series is on board a ship headed for 2nd Miltia.
Well, that was fast. Once she's safely transferred to the UMN control center on 2nd Miltia, we'll finally have a little peace of mind.
It's all such a bother, though. It would have been so much easier to perform the analysis here.
We can't decode the protection in that Realian here. We have to send her to the UMN control center, located at the former Vector Transfer Gate control facility.
That's right. Besides, the entire area within a few dozen light years of old Miltia has been sealed off ever since that incident 14 years ago. So this certainly beats traveling through regular space.
Joachim Mizrahi. You really outdid yourself this time.
Oh, don't worry about it. You're absolutely right.
By the way, do you really think the Y data is hidden within that Realian?
We have conclusive evidence that she holds the code to unlock the UMN transfer gate leading to the sealed-off sector. Aside from that, she's pretty much a mystery. We'll just have to open her up and see.
If she doesn't have it, we'll be required to delay the Zohar project. How will we explain that to the Council?
Even if it's lost, we still have one other lead. Let me pull up my documents. This image was processed from the only remaining surveillance camera. The picture's unclear, but that boy served as Joachim's assistant. Judging from the time frame, we believe he was somehow involved with the Y data.
Where did the boy come from?
The records are missing. The only information we have is that he was 14 and studying at the University of Bormio. But even that's just second-hand information from Mizrahi.
He got into Bormio at 14? Must have been pretty smart.
You don't know what happened to him?
Correct. It's currently under investigation.
If he's alive, he'd be 28 years old now.
This research paper is on the secondary effects of the Hilbert wave.
The Hilbert effect? Do you think there's a chance he slipped into Vector?
Back when UTIC was still the Mizrahi Cerebral Sciences Research Center, Mizrahi's main patron was none other than Vector. It's certainly a possibility. There's no concrete evidence, of course.
Dr. Mizrahi, please continue your investigation of this issue.
Yes, of course.
In any case, our first priority is to get access to the old Miltia sector. Our hands are tied until we recover the original Zohar located there.
Okay. Wow. I do hope you listened when Cherenkov said the person he is now. That is going to be important to remember going ahead. For now, however, I am going to actually call it an episode already. Okay, just going to pick up a sub quest and then, business. See you in the next episode.